Right now, we are experiencing a golden age in superhero movies. You're seeing wider audiences and more mature writing than ever before. And with the advent of active female protagonists like Katniss Everdeen and Merida starring in huge blockbusters, we're finally seeing an emergence of superhero movies with female protagonists, such as... Well, I'm sure they're on their way, so for now we'll just have to content ourselves with the wonderful female superhero movies of yesteryear, such as... Oh, come on! At least we can console ourselves with fond memories of the first... Oh, I give up. This film is utterly mystifying. It doesn't just not make sense within the context of the Superman movies or even the comics, it doesn't make sense within itself. When you watch it, right from the start, you find yourself asking, did I miss something?
What is a tree?
A lovely thing which grows on Earth.
Earth? You mean where my cousin went?
I may only be a casual Superman knower of things, but I'm pretty sure Krypton went boom, right? So who the hell are these clowns? Where are they? How did they survive the boom?
Saturn and Earth are in outer space, but we are in inner space.
If they can have clunky, awkward expository dialogue like that, why can't they have clunky, awkward expository dialogue explaining why they aren't, you know, a little deader? I honestly feel kind of ill-equipped to detail how deeply this movie fails because comics are for boys, so I'm going to outsource this to a boy because boys know things.
Are you kidding me? No, I don't know anything about comic books, or Snake Charming, or any of the reasons you call me.
Well, I'll just have to settle for some other guy. Hello? I'm calling for the guy who played the Penguin on the old Batman TV show.
Hey, I don't sound like the Penguin.
Uh-huh. Well, since they tell me that you know things about comics, can you tell me who these people are and why they didn't go boom when Krypton did?
Well, in the logic of the movie, I guess you can figure that it was some kind of space station over Krypton. I mean, if they've got intergalactic travel in the first Superman film, they probably had space stations.
But they live in the space between spaces. How does that work?
The Phantom Zone. The Phantom Zone is technically an extra-dimensional prison, so they must have technology that accesses other dimensions. It could be argued that they were protected from Krypton's destruction because they existed in another universe.
Well, that just opens up too many questions. And they just stayed there? Like, why only these morons? What about the rest of Krypton? Was it a special, specifically interdimensional space station? How come Kara doesn't know what a tree is, but she can do graphic calculator math in her head?
This movie sucks. In 1983, the Superman film franchise took a sudden sharp nosedive with the poorly received Superman 3, but the producers were still looking to keep the franchise going. With Christopher Reeve already growing uncomfortable with his signature role and becoming reluctant to make another sequel, the producers instead turned to a spin-off property, Supergirl, hoping to make another unknown into a superstar like they did with Reeve.
Supergirl is a complete disaster from beginning to end. Supergirl never at any point has any consistent superpowers, motivation, personality, backstory, intelligence level, or even outfit, which she's able to change at will for no explained reason whatsoever. This is probably because the film that eventually got released is something of a movie loaf, a cobbling together of several drafts of very different scripts, many of which thrown together by a worn-down, indifferent screenwriter after production had already started.
Do they not teach you anything anymore?
Well, of course they do. I know the equations.
Yep. Kara might be the dumbest person in Argo City. In competition only with mentor figure Zoltar, played by Peter O'Toole.
So Kara makes a picture of a butterfly with her sonic screwdriver, then a glowing ball makes the thing come to life.
So you can't explain this either?
Nope, but I'll stick around and help you riff it in a linear fashion.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it's a pity we didn't think to film this 5 days ago. When we literally saw each other.
Yeah...
This movie is nothing but plot holes, and we haven't even reached the 10-minute mark. Speaking of holes, from the looks of things, Argo City is protected by a thin plastic bag.
I've lost the Omega Hedron. I must be sent to the Phantom Zone.
Not the Phantom Zone, where I guess they send their fuck-ups. Or maybe you could try and fix it, Peter O'Toole? Not just go, oops, fucked up, time to go get high with General Zod. Man, you guys need to beef up the security around here.
Meanwhile, at Camp Crystal Lake, we meet our, and I use this term loosely, villain.
What are you thinking about?
Why did we bring a tiger rug on a picnic? Faye Dunaway, well into the no-wire hangers phase of her career, plays a thoroughly awful, unfunny camp villain. From what I can gather, she's a wannabe witch, and the Fabergé egg MacGuffin promptly falls into her lap, and the second she sees it, she immediately knows that it gives her magic powers.
There will now be no danger of death.
So, Kryptonians dealt in magic, huh? It wasn't really advanced technology, it was some magic 8-ball that grants magical powers.
It does everything. It powers cities, grants magical powers, does your taxes, cures erectile dysfunction.
Oh, and here's the one throwaway line to find out why there's no Superman in this movie.
That Superman has indeed embarked on a special peace-seeking mission to a galaxy scientists estimate may be several hundred trillion light years from our own.
So he won't be back for 700 trillion years, I guess. What? Why does she have a costume?
The hell? No, seriously, what in all 7 hells just happened? She was on her cosmic acid trip, and then the ball opened, and then she flies out with her costume on? Where the hell did Kara get hers?
Rock. So what does the girl do with her newfound superpowers? Exhaustive search for the source of power you just lost? Nope. Whee! Super Barbie.
Some of this might actually be whimsical and cool for her as a character as she slowly develops her powers. If she wasn't already well adept at them, not to mention, you know, the plot!
Hey, where you going, lady? Hey, listen to me. You have a reason to believe that the golden snitch is over there?
Oh, she's got a MacGuffin detector apparently. Might have mentioned that movie.
So, question. What is the first thing that happens to any woman when she dares set foot outside of her door in America?
Usually she reaches her destination without incident.
No, I forgot to mention this from the Complete Hack's Guide to Screenwriting.
Oh, duh. Attempted rape by strangers.
Attempted rape.
We're out looking for a good time. And you just won the brass ring, baby.
You see, Supergirl didn't realize that dressing like Superman is totally asking for it on planet Earth.
Why are you doing this?
We're men! We rape! It's what we do! I'll give the movie this credit, though. It's not rescuing someone in an alleyway, so cliche avoided?
I think maybe we should kind of keep this to ourselves.
Waka waka. Well, maybe next rape. And this advances the plot how? Sets up what? You know what? Don't answer that.
So, again, know how the screenplay is cobbled together screenplay loaf? The thing they set up is she needs to find the ball. What happens next is she enrolls in an all-girls school. She just magically changed her clothes with her mind? And her hair color. Must be the equivalent of Clark's glasses.
Weren't you looking for like a ball of power? What makes you think it's here? We've entered not only into a different movie, but an entirely different genre.
An orphan? We don't expect to be treated any differently on that account, Miss Lee.
Fuck you?
If you're gonna have a super speed effect, don't show the outside window where we can see the leaves moving in fast motion too.
Yes, my cousin probably wrote you. Maybe he got his letter under K for Kent?
And how does Kara know anything about Superman? Did he write letters to her in the Interverse? The middle of the film is a series of random scenes at the school that progress nothing, such as bullies show up to be bullied and then are immediately disposed of.
Scald them, so they lose a little skin. Serves them right.
We might later have found out that they themselves had been bullied and Kara found out about, I don't know, moral grayness or human fallibility or something, but nope.
Why did that ball explode? Did the girl shoot it with a rocket launcher? There is a scene of her trying out patting her bra with her roommate, who happens to be Lois Lane's sister.
What are you doing?
Oh, nothing.
Nothing really happens until one day Selena meets this random schmo. The rest of the movie is effectively the hero and the villain fighting over this landscaper guy. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got a lot of repeat business. People like my work.
Goofy lawn care guy is kind of a douche.
I'm looking for some person called Mrs. Selena.
And kind of illiterate.
Selena casts a love spell on him, then when he wanders off, she tries to get him back.
Bring him to me.
And this summons Killdozer to get him.
This scene took 22 consecutive days to film. It's about 8 minutes long. That's an average of 20.4 seconds of film shot per day. Also, the entire town is a set. It's all fake, including the sign that says, "Love that chicken."
Lois Lane's sister apparently possesses a Class F license. Well, in a role reversal, Kara rescues the guy, and Selena's love spell attaches him to her, and he just starts making out with her. That's not creepy.
No! No!
I had so much riding on that illiterate gardener. Yeah? Uh-huh. Guess you want to get some practice in. Okay. So how about that omegahedron? I feel like I keep slipping into the inner space. What is going on, movie? Apparently, Christopher Reeves bowed out right before filming began. The original script was about Supergirl trying to rescue Superman who had fallen ill due to Selena's magic. And we somehow got from that catfight over a gardener.
You know, Helen Slater might have made a good Supergirl, but she has nothing to work with here. She just kind of stares at things and never emotes unless it's to smile at something. Like Christopher Reeve, there are a lot of subtleties to her performance that make Linda Lee different from Supergirl, to the point where you could believe that these are two different people.
Competing for the weakest link award is pretty much any scene with Selena in it, with them otherworldly magical powers. Tremble in fear, world.
You know, a thought occurs, why is it that all of the Superman movies, and those related to them, have a problem with the title character throwing a punch? Supergirl doesn't punch, Superman never punches. Punch something!
And I don't scare easily.
In fact, I don't have emotions of any kind.
Oh no! Bumper cars! Supergirl, punch her. You can punch her head off easily.
Guys, it's bumper cars. You'll be fine. Maybe a touch whiplash, but of all the vehicles, you're pretty safe.
For reasons I assume must have only to do with his penis having special abilities, Supergirl then falls for his creepiness.
He's your cousin?
Yes. I shouldn't be telling you this, though.
Because we haven't really hammered out that plot point.
Bring him to me.
I think, world domination might be a little out of your reach, lady.
I can make the sky rain coconuts with pinpoint accuracy, but I still can't control men's minds.
The obvious choice for supervillainous motivation. After about an hour of question mark, Lois and Jimmy Olsen have a casual conversation about a mountain that just appears.
It's a mountain, Lucy.
And thank Odin, we are slowly crawling towards the third act where Selena traps her in a glass box. I care deeply for some reason! And Selena sends her to the Phantom Zone. Here, Kara has lost her powers and makes herself bleed trying to crush a rock. Is that a butterfly? Oh, it gave me a black eye! Ow! But then Peter O'Toole shows back up, ostensibly drunk off his ass.
But no way out.
There's always a way out.
Why is she trying to encourage Zoltar and not the other way around? Our hero is at her lowest point, without power or hope. Shouldn't Zoltar be the wise mentor who comes back into the movie to teach her about friendship or believing in herself or something?
There's no way out to the Phantom Zone.
But there must be a way out.
Nope, no way out. Well, except for this way out.
See, I told you!
And they don't even bother trying to come up with a way for them to get out that's anything other than just walk out, and it's hard.
I can't! You can't!
There. Right there. You can see the exact moment where the screenwriter completely went, fuck it. Yeah, I bet Peter O'Toole's character is going to lead a long, happy life.
I am with you.
Oh crap, I'm not with you! This is unspeakably painful! Ah!
Oh. Well, anyway. Now for the lamest, most bizarre action sequence since the last one.
You can fly, Supergirl. This is not a big deal that the floor is collapsing.
You treat everyone as if they were put on this earth to serve you.
Ouch. Burn.
Selina could have worked as a villain. Magic is one of the few things that Superman and Supergirl are actually vulnerable to, so this could have been a really cool battle. Instead, it's just wind blowing and Supergirl forgetting that she can fly. Also, weird demon thing.
No, don't stretch the film. I'm on the film.
I can't!
Oh, I'm so glad they brought that iconic line back. Thanks for reminding me that I can Peter O'Toole voice. I keep forgetting that I have superpowers. And that's that, I guess. The camping menace of Faye Dunaway is dissolved, along with what was left of her credibility.
Oh right, that's the thing I'm supposed to be after.
It's all right, Supergirl. We never saw you.
We never even heard of you.
Director Janot Swark said that the producers wanted him to make Superman the movie, but with a girl, which clashed with his vision of a more family fantasy, The Wizard of Oz type film. Which, if you're gonna go there, the name of the movie is Supergirl. It should be about a girl doing super things.
Isn't it insulting to make the first female superhero on the big screen a confused little girl just trying to get back home? Don't make a real superhero movie, she's just a girl!
Also, the Superman movies take place in Metropolis for a reason. The world doesn't feel all that much in danger when the evil witch is conquering some crappy suburb. Oh no, she's threatening the gas station.
Part of the problem is that Supergirl has very rarely been well-defined as a character in the comic books. She's had a half-dozen different backstories, identities, and costumes across several continuities. She just doesn't have much of an identity. We know Superman as the Big Blue Boy Scout, Wonder Woman as the compassionate warrior sent as an ambassador of peace, and even Batgirl as the smart, bookish commissioner's daughter. But all anyone seems to know about Supergirl is that she's super and that she's a girl.
If I would say one nice thing about this movie, weak sauce though the romance subplot is, I appreciate that at least it's not played for laughs. They make a joke about like, hey, you had to get saved by a girl, like, it's gender flip, yeah, he's a damsel in distress, but they play it straight. Svork speculates that the screenwriter, after 5 rewrites, had just given up by that point. If the story arc was meant to be that she starts out as a dumb little girl but then learns to be an adult, the film never even begins to go there because she never claims responsibility, and she doesn't carry out her mission with any urgency. At one point you see her just sitting down and reading.
Superman fights for truth, justice, and the American way! Supergirl sits on her ass and reads a book!
I doubt it's a coincidence that 1 year after the Supergirl movie came out, bam! Dead. Supergirl. It's better than... well... This is really hard.
Hey, you could make a list ranking what few female superhero movies there are.
Watch all those movies? I can't.
You can?
Okay.
It's our first crossover. I want to make sure I look good.